this is a house we did a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. They're putting the front entranceway together. I just get some quick footage of how the landscaping's coming together. Looking good, guys. Wanted to come around back and show you the steps. Nice seating area over there. Look at these steps though, what they did with them, with the rocks. Doesn't that look nice? Had I known they were going to landscape so soon, I would have waited and attached it all to my video. But we'll add it in. So pretty cool. Thought you guys might like to see that. That's our broken stone base with our rolled slate antiquing. All right. Definitely not how my yard looks. So we're going to go ahead and pour this street walk. So we'll go ahead and get this street walk poured, connected to the common area. And a little connector here for the next lot over there. So then they can finish up this landscaping. Okay, here we go. We are underway. This upper section, pouring that. We'll just try and hit it right on the money. Scrape the chute, go around the driveway and pick it up down there. I can only film for a little bit. I'm gonna have to go to time lapse here real quick.
Hey Jim, do me a favor and pour it in there so I don't have to step in there next month.
Yeah, that's the only downside to I think you're pretty close there. Alright, I'm going to set this right over here. We'll go to time lapse for this. Just a pretty straightforward sidewalk. We'll talk in a little bit. So I just let y'all in on our secret, how we do our street walks, especially when they're on a slope like this. Pour the concrete a little bit tighter, and we just float the edges, both sides. Come down it with a guy on each side floating like you just saw us, and then a raker just cleans it up, makes it real nice, and then we bull float it, and you can't even tell the difference between something that's straight edge like the driveway versus this. This would pass anything. The concrete was poured nice and tight, and you can see just how smooth we can get that. So it makes it a little bit faster when we're pouring on a hill such as this, not having to straight edge it. So there you go. We'll keep the video going. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning back into Concrete with the Hosses. I'm not sure if this is a new day in the video world or if this is running on, but this is Friday afternoon. We just finished 2 patios for Steven, and we did some street walk, and now we're going to use the 305 to rip out a patio. So we'll get back there. So I finally got around back. It was a tight squeeze through that gate. Just starting to chip away at the patio. The 305 is a pretty strong machine, as well as a pretty small and maneuverable machine. I can just set the bucket on the concrete, putting some weight down on it, and then with the bucket, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Put the blade down on the concrete, adding some weight to it, and then I can pry up with the bucket and just snap the concrete and gently pull it apart. We want to be careful next to the house, block walls or concrete walls. Just kind of peeling it up, bending the rebar back. Every once in a while, cut the rebar with a chop saw or a grinder, whatever we have. Just breaking it apart slowly. And this one's a little bit tricky. I actually have to just pile up all the debris because we can't get the truck back to the work site, as well as, I don't know if you can see it in the video here, there's a big maple tree blocking us as well. So what I think I'm going to do is just get it all broken up today and make a pile, and then we'll come back with the skid loader and sort of feed it into the skid loader bucket and carry it through the gate and load it on the driveway. But as you can see, it's coming right up. It shouldn't be here too long. I got really lucky. I was able to wiggle my tooth right into this little concrete nook, and I'm able to pry up on the concrete and wiggle the concrete out of that corner along with these 2 steps. I thought I was going to have to break out the jackhammer, but once I get my tooth right in there, make a little hole a little bit bigger, we're able to pour it right out. There it is. And once I get these steps pulled away from the house, I am parking the machine and jumping on an airplane for 7 days of doing a whole lot of nothing. Turning this over to Steven and Tom and the guys for a week. So I hope you enjoy their videos.
Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Concrete with the Hosses. So my dad does this sick thing to us when he's on vacation, is he gives us about 1 million things he wants us to get done in a week. So right now we're about halfway through 2 exteriors. We got our first morning truck here. We're getting set up to get our morning pour in. So I'm gonna get the camera set up and we will get ready and get that poured. Thanks for tuning in. Alright everybody, first 10 is poured and bowl floated. Truck number 2 is here, down at the other house. He's got 10 yards, so we're going to get the other driveway poured and knock both of these out at once. Alright everybody, sorry, we had a lot of stuff going on. I wasn't able to get that much footage of you know, putting the cuts in, initial edge and everything. But this house was one of those tricky houses that we were starting at yesterday. Actually, this house and this house. We had kind of a few different projects going on here. We poured this section of driveway as well as the garage door sidewalk yesterday afternoon, after we did, this went down, that patio down there as well as this patio here. Now these ones were a little tricky because access back here, they have, it's hard to see, but they have this line poking out here for the air conditioning unit, and we try not to mess with those. So getting power buggies back here around the house wasn't really going to work. So we came in, we did an aerial attack. We had the power buggies up there against the road, mixer filled the buggies up there, brought them down here, and we were able to pour these 2 patios first thing in the morning. As you can see, typically for this builder on his patios, unless it's decorative, we do just a straight broom finish. You know, nothing too decorative, just a nice place for the homeowners to sit and relax. So we got these 2 done, then we jumped out front, prepped the driveway, poured half of that, and then I'll take you down to the other house and show you what we did down there. So now we're down here at house number 2, and we had this patio ready to go. So we did this in the afternoon as our last pour. while a couple of the guys were getting the driveway ready. So again, this is just a straight broom finish. Pretty plain and simple, but a nice place to sit. So now this section of driveway, as well as the front sidewalk there, and then the rest of the driveway and front sidewalk at this house here was our morning pour this morning, as you saw. So everything's done with the exception of this section of driveway. So we're just getting stuff cleaned up now, waiting for the mixer. When he gets here, we'll get this poured and we'll be on to the next one. Alright everybody, that is going to be a wrap for me and Stan here today. This side here is rubbed up and our cuts are reopened. Just waiting on it to tighten up to broom it and finish it. So Tommy, Matt and Jim are going to hang out here and do that, while me and Stan head over to our next job and start prepping that. So yeah, everything here has a broom finish on it. The driveway and front walks have our picture frame finished edge. Turned out pretty nice. 2 days, 2 exteriors without my dad here. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses.